After many months of trying to convince my siblings, they're finally joining me on a trip to Turkey. So come spend a week with us in Istanbul, a city where every corner feels like a story waiting to happen. This trip wasn't just about exploring a new place, it was about slowing down, sharing moments, and making new memories with my family. We got to the airport a little early, so we just camped out in front of our gate most of the time. We were flying British Airways from Terminal 7, which does not have any priority pass lounges, unfortunately. So yeah, we were just stuck outside. But fortunately, my sister did get us some really yummy chicken cutlet sandwiches, and here's me enjoying the sandwich.
Cruising today initially at an altitude of 39,000. The flying is expected in pretty good conditions for most of the flight. However, we do need to pop the baklava.
This was one of our first dinners and definitely our favorite. We just stumbled across this restaurant near our hotel and we all felt like it would be good, and it was really good. And we were also just super happy to be together, reunite with my parents, and just enjoy this amazing Turkish food together. We obviously had to stop at Hafiz Mustafa on our first night there. I do have to say, it could be very overwhelming when you go in there for the first time, especially for a dessert lover, just because I wanted to eat everything and everything. We got a table and got their famous ice cream sandwich baklava. It was pretty good, but it was huge and we did not finish it. We woke up bright and early and got some coffee from Espresso Lab. That was like right next to our hotel. The food here looked pretty good too, but I was saving my appetite for a big Turkish breakfast. It was raining outside, so I kind of camped out here for a bit and enjoyed my little cup of coffee. After breakfast, we walked around and explored the streets of Istanbul. Each neighborhood here was just like a different vibe, and of course the cats. We had to stop every few seconds because the cats were so cute and so adorable, and we could not get enough of them. I have to say, I was super impressed by the public transportation here in Istanbul. Everything was so accessible, easy to use, and very cheap. Standing inside the Blue Mosque felt surreal. Built over 400 years ago, this place isn't just beautiful, it's peaceful. Inside, the soft light, intricate details, and calm atmosphere makes you want to slow down without even realizing it. Just across the Blue Mosque is the Hagia Sophia. Walking into this place feels like stepping through layers of history. For centuries, it has stood there at the heart of Istanbul, changing with time, yet still breathtaking in every way. Luckily, our hotel was right off of Istiklal Street, which is the hub of nightlife. There was something for us to eat whenever we wanted at whatever time of the night. Istanbul definitely made me into a cat person. I loved how especially kind all the shopkeepers were, because outside every store you would see a little bowl of water and then cat food for the cats. So everyone as a community took care of the cats. Another amazing part about Istanbul is how they have water taxis as a regular form of transportation, public transportation. I think that's really cool and very similar to New York City. This was us taking the ferry from the European side into the Asian side. We took the ferry to the Kadakoy neighborhood on the Asian side. Kadakoy feels completely different from the European side of Istanbul. It's way more local. Some say it's relaxed. I felt like it's a little bit more crazy, a little bit more Asian and full of personality. We did a little bit of shopping and everything felt like it was a little bit cheaper than the European side of Istanbul. I may have gone a little bit overboard at this jewelry store and almost bought everything that they had in stock. After a delicious lunch of rice and beans, we headed back to the hotel because we had to clock in for work. It was nice that I got to work a few days while I was there, and the work hours were pretty nice. It was 2 p.m. to 12 p.m. Istanbul time, and that gave me a lot of time to explore all day and then have enough time to work. The best part of the area that we stayed at was that it came alive at night, so it worked out best for us the days that we had work. So after ending the day at 12 p.m., we would just come out and everything would still be alive. We would get a bunch of food to eat. This was one of our favorite places. From all of my travels, the public transportation here was one of the cleanest I've seen. I could literally sit on the floor if I had to. Here we were on the way to visit Topkapi Palace, but unfortunately it is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays and we weren't aware, so we didn't get to see it. But there's a beautiful park right next to it and we explored the park instead, and the day was just so perfect. We took some really nice pictures here and just walked around and then walked over to the Grand Bazaar afterwards. While walking over to the Egyptian Bazaar, we stumbled across the Sikh kofte place, and it was actually on our list of things to try. And honestly speaking, you could definitely skip this one.
Yes, good, perfect.
Mayan wanted to get the Turkish player Arda Güler's jersey because he's also a Real Madrid player. So this is him going around to a bunch of places till he finally found one, and then he bought it. The Egyptian Bazaar was super cool. There was just stacks of spices, dried fruits, teas, Turkish delights in literally every corner. The stuffed mussels are a popular snack that you could find all around Istanbul, and they're super. So we finished about 30 of them in one go. For one of the days, we booked a day trip to Bursa through getyourguide.com, and honestly, this was a waste of time. The description for this trip made it sound super exciting, like they were going to take us to a bunch of nice places, but all they really did during the first half of the trip was take us to a bunch of stores. They just tried to force us to buy these random things that we were just not interested in. Eventually, they did take us where we wanted to go to check out this 600-year-old tree hidden in the hills of Bursa, the legendary Inkaya Sinari. huge branches stretch wide like a natural canopy, reminding you of just how small you are compared to its history. When we finally made it to the quaint little town of Bursa, it made it all worth it. A city surrounded by green hills, history, and a deep, deep sense of calm. Once the first capital of the Ottoman Empire, it's known for its peaceful streets and beautiful architecture that blends naturally into everyday life. Its mosques are especially stunning, from the grand simplicity of the Grand Mosque of Bursa, with its many domes and flowering calligraphy, to the elegant details of the Green Mosque covered in rich turquoise tiles. Walking through Bursa, you don't just see history, you feel the quiet courtyards, the echo of prayers, and the calm rhythm of the city itself.
Two, yeah. Velvet and ice cream.
And somehow I stumbled across this random street market and got sucked into the chaos, being me.
Stand next to it, you're matching.
I can't remember what this place was called, but it was a little alley right off of Istiklal Street, and I had the best fried anchovies and fried oysters and fried calamari here. Okay, this part has me cracking up so much. This is Nahian trying to explain to the guy this cockroach extra crispy. This is them making his cockroach extra crispy like he wanted it. The Grand Bazaar was a maze of history, color, and sound. made of hundreds of narrow alleys, twists, and turns, each lined with shops selling everything from jewelry, lanterns, to carpets and spices.
The charcoal, the lamb, the onions, the tomatoes, the bread. Very good. Very good.
We had one of our last breakfasts in Turkey at this place called Sofran. Sitting down here feels like being invited into someone's home. The food, the smell, and the hospitality made it unforgettable. For anyone visiting Istanbul, this place is a must visit. I was super excited to check out this coffee shop. I had this saved and I got to go there unfortunately on my second last day. I got the blueberry latte and it was delicious. This place is called Durumzade and it was on Anthony Bourdain's best places to eat in Istanbul, so we had to check it out. My mom had been wanting to ride this trolley from this first day that she saw it, so we saved this little activity for our last night there, and we finally got to ride this trolley, but it was definitely very chaotic to get in. But once we were in, we were able to find seats. This ended up being a lot of fun, and we got to ride to the end of Istiklal Street.
Okay, we'll drop that on the
And just like that, our week in Istanbul came to an end. From the bustling bazaars and historic mosques to quiet streets and delicious meals, every moment felt unforgettable. Thanks for joining us on this adventure. Until next time, Istanbul.